If you're looking for live local music from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you came to the right place. Welcome to Hugh Shows.
We're all at the Hugh Show. It's a lot of fun. He's got all the answers. Yeah, he's got them written down. So let's all watch a Hugh Show till he gets to number one. Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Hugh Twyman, and I have been writing a music and photography blog in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for 16 years. Check me out at HughShows.com and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at HughShows. My musical guest for this edition of Hugh Show's Social Distance Television is Leila Rhodes, a blues, R&B, and alternative hip-hop artist and producer from Pittsburgh, whose main instrument is guitar, but is adept at bass, piano, and violin. She has been a loop-based artist for about 3 years, and with 2020 being the first year of having her own band. Hey, would you all please welcome Leila Rhodes. Leila, where are you at? There you are. Hi, Leila.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you?
I'm awesome, thank you.
Yeah, right on. Thanks so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah, right on. And so 2020 is the first year you got a band, but 2020 ends up being a shit show. It's like, what's going on?
I don't know if I could call it a shit show. I feel like I'm naturally optimistic, so I feel like it's been a time to readapt. I've been learning so much about music, so to take a break from shows to actually get deeper into my craft has been a blessing. There has been some downs, but I don't know. I'm looking up right now.
I love it. I love that attitude. Has this been affecting your day job, if you have one at all?
I've actually started doing DoorDash as full-time right now. So for a while, I honestly was a little bit afraid to go out, but now it's kind of every restaurant has adapted in their own way. So that's kind of still going.
Yeah. Do you enjoy it?
I do. I get to just ride around the city and listen to albums all day. No one tells me when I can eat lunch, so I like it.
And you're making good money? Is it okay money? I heard it's great. Yeah.
Good. I used to work at a pharmacy company, and I wasn't making as much there as I am just on my own, so I'm enjoying it for sure.
That's what's up. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, so, making the best of the situation is always what's up, and I love your positive attitude. Thank you for doing this again. We're going to hear 3 of your original songs, and these are all from an upcoming EP called Attunement, correct?
Right. It's actually a full album, though. This is my first full length.
Oh, so, nice. How many songs?
13.
Oh, okay. So that's not an EP. For some reason, I thought it was an EP. Right on. Yeah. So is it set to release, today's June 12th, is it set to release in July?
Yeah, I actually had to wait a little bit to get the studios back open because I want to record my vocals in a professional studio. So I'm getting all that together now. Everything is completely produced besides the vocals. So
right on.
It's coming soon.
What studio are you using?
Probably ID Labs. I've been there a few times and I'm comfortable. They have a producer there, JD, who I've worked on a song with Ty Danzuso with. And
okay.
he mixes my vocals exactly how I imagine them. So I think I might go there.
That's like finding a good barber for
right?
me.
Exactly.
It's like you don't want to go anywhere else. You just want to stick with the one you're comfortable with. Great. So this one's called East Coast Blues, and here's Leila Rhodes with East Coast Blues.
Thanks for checking it out, guys.
this place. Everyone's on the way to try to find another sunny day. You know you've been here for way too long. Waiting for yourself to write another song about the East Coast blues. Pack your bags and get your clothes. In my heart, you say it goes. Everywhere till I get cold. I can't venture on my own. In my soul, I truly know. Every day is something gold. Walk away when you get sold. Find something that makes you glow. I know I love the East Coast blues. Where do we go? Oh, the East Coast blues. San Diego coming home. New Orleans capture my soul. On the way to Chicago. Take a plane to Mexico. If you feel it, let it flow. Keep that rhythm in your bones. Much love everyone I know. Ready for something more bold. I know I got the East Coast blues. Where do we go? With the East Coast blues.
And that was Leila Rhodes. Why do I keep saying Rose? Leila Rhodes with East Coast Blues from her upcoming full-length album Attunement. Let's talk a little about what's going on. The Black Lives Matter thing. It's over the course of the last 3 weeks, it seems to be gaining so much positive momentum, and
Right.
it's a cultural shift in that it's not, hopefully I say this, it's not dying down. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't think so this time. I think our generation is starting to realize how we really have a direct impact on what we experience. And so we're standing together, and it's actually been recorded as the biggest civil rights movement in history of America. So I'm excited to be living in it.
Are
just
you?
to be making this change.
Yeah, it is exciting. Are you taking part in any demonstrations?
Yeah, I've gone to a few protests. I wasn't at the beginning ones, but there was one where I live in South Hills, and then another one in Dormont and in Monroeville. And but right now, I'm really just trying to see any other ways that I could be helping, donating to the people that are out there every day, donating to the people that are, risking their lives on the line for us to make these changes. So that's just what I'm focused on.
And when you say donating, like, are you talking monetarily, or what can we do? What can I do to help support Black Lives Matter, like pragmatically?
Finding the causes that need like a financial gain. Like there's a lot. My sister has her own youth group. It's called BYT, and it's basically teaching like youth in the inner city how to grow their own food, how to garden, and that kind of thing. And just donating to different Black organizations that are trying to do better for our communities.
Yeah, whether it's donating your attention, your time, your money, any type of resource could go a long way. But you're right. I think this momentum is building. You
Right.
know, it's not waning as we saw in the past. So it's just I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping for the best that something happens. This is just like,
Right.
it's just a cultural change that I've never seen in my life, or you know,
Right. Overdue.
even in history.
Right.
It's this is so strong and powerful. Yeah. Uh, do your songs reflect anything like these? Your songs that you're playing now from your upcoming album, when were they written?
It's probably taken me about like 8 months of time to write all of these songs. And so they come from different themes, but I actually do have a song I'm releasing on June 19th called Enough, which I didn't write specifically for this protest and these movements, but it was about the same idea. So
Hmm.
it just kind of happened to coincidentally occur. And so that's going to be coming out on June
June
19th. So,
June
yeah.
19th. That's the day after my birthday, so I'll be
Very
yeah,
awesome.
I'll be jamming it. Maybe if I get a
Everybody gang.
maybe on my birthday I could get a preview.
Right.
You know,
For sure.
right on. So I'll look forward to that. But in the meantime, do you mind playing another song?
Oh yeah, for sure. You already know.
Yeah, right on. This is called In the Dark, and this is from Attunement, which will be out soon. So here is Leila Rhodes with In the Dark.
I'm saying it's not like you ain't coming here to play your role, acting like a good guy. When I see there ain't nothing but trouble behind your eyes. I bet you really think you're so cool, but you never had runners like this in school. So listen up, no, I'm done sitting in the dark. Go play another woman's heart. I'm sure she'll see that you're a fool like I already do. Do you can't tell the truth? You're putting damage on my heart that can't fade. Baby, did you ever stop to think that just maybe you could take some time to fix your scars, steady picking everything you touch. Ooh, you were never good news.
And that was Leila Rhodes with In the Dark from her upcoming EP. Tell me about what your thoughts are on this whole green phase coming out of yellow. Are you down with it or what?
I feel like it's made me directly pay attention to how we as society listen to what the government says. Because, like, Example, somebody mentioned the George Floyd, how his funeral was very public, but I have people that I know directly that were banned from having funerals a few weeks ago. So it's like, does a virus know that, they put the green light on, or is it, a big conspiracy? I can't tell. I try not to worry too much about that, but I just think it just showed how we don't really listen to ourselves sometimes.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
sometimes guilty too. So it's just been interesting to watch.
It's been interesting to self-reflect as well, because when this first started, I was freaking out because I'm responsible for my wife and my 2 daughters, and I was a mess. I was like, I'm the chillest guy in the world, but I didn't handle it well, as I'll admit. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Oh my gosh. Now it's like, oh, we're in green phase because the government says so, but I don't think anything, you're right, nothing's changed. It's
Exactly.
if anything, it's going to get worse,
Yeah.
because of all the people gathering, and it's just a strange time to be alive anyway.
Right. To me, it shows how they cared about money, because it was more of an economy move to go green so quickly. So it's just opening my eyes to a lot.
Yeah, I know. Money rules the world. That's never changed, and it never will, unfortunately. It's like I've never ascribed to that. I ascribe to bringing positivity and love and respect, and dignity to every voice. So
Right.
yeah. It's just a strange time. We need money, money is not bad to survive, but I don't need all the money.
Right, exactly. Greed is what it was.
Yeah, like I have my perfect little world right now. I have everything that I want, and it's with my family, and it's doing these projects, and it's like, what do I need? Money, just stuff. That's all it is.
Right.
Does that make you happy? Stuff? Then, I don't know. All the more, go for it. I don't know. But let's get positive. Let's hear another song. This song is called No More, and it's also on the upcoming album, and I can't wait to hear it. Yeah, cool. This is Leila Rhodes with No More.
made up creation is what create high vibration. And if that's so, the song I hear will be the plug of the nation. I'm rolling one up while I'm writing. My diving in places it usually don't go. If I walk in a room with my third eye closed, energy was off when we met. But I said maybe it's your talk that you learned before you could think for yourself. No excuses. One who loses is the one walk away. Don't know what the truth is. Now I know that I'm done with using my time on you. You will never know good news. I did everything for you. Now I'm staying away from you. I gave all of my time to you. I did everything for you. If you knew better, you should do. But you wasted my time, so I'm done with you.
And that was Leila Rhodes with No More from the upcoming album Attunement. Why name an album the album Attunement? Is there a song on there called Attunement?
Not at all. Actually, it's more so about my process as an artist because being a producer myself, I felt like I had such a roadblock before because I couldn't and didn't have the knowledge to make the music that I love. Like I love music, but I couldn't make it how, I was hearing it. So this is kind of like a phase of me kind of coming in tune with being able to make songs that I'm actually enjoying and that are actually giving off the concepts that I want to kind of like bring people together and things like that. So it's more so like me growing into my big girl shoes.
Yeah, right on. So what is your main hat? Is it what or has it been producer? And then did that come first or did the music come first for you, like writing songs?
For me, it was actually writing songs that came first. So the singer-songwriter phase. And then I was trying to work with producers that were almost kind of like trying to brand my sound for me, but it wasn't how I imagined the music that I was hearing in my head or, that I wanted to create. So I took that and then went into school for production and learning different things. Like my uncle's a producer, so trying to like stay under his wing and learn what I can. And so, yeah, the artist came first before the producer, but we work together now.
Right on. And so you said you have a band. Do you want to name some of your band members?
Yes, Rick and Andrew. So Rick is my bass player and then Andrew is my drummer. So I'm excited for our new gigs. Like we haven't, like as soon as they were one bass, the bass Rick, that's what he goes by. He asked to be in the band. And Andrew's somebody that I actually was in marching band with at the University of Pittsburgh. So I already knew he was a crazy drummer from him being in drumline. And yeah, it just came together, but we were never able to practice, so we haven't rehearsed yet. So I'm excited to get that going now.
You haven't played out yet?
No.
No, and you were scheduled to play my show at the
Right.
studio, right? Was that going to be your debut?
Yep, that
Oh
was.
man, damn pandemic. Did you grow up in Pittsburgh, Leila?
I grew up in Pittsburgh until I was 5, and then I moved to San Diego.
Okay.
So like in East Coast blues, that's actually what that's about. Me missing the West Coast, basically.
And so, do you have family out there, or
Yeah, well,
no?
yeah, I have a couple cousins out there, but majority of my people are here.
Okay, cool. And is your plan to stick around in Pittsburgh for a while, or I mean,
Truthfully, maybe another year or so, but I've always craved the West Coast. Like,
yeah. What do you like about the West Coast?
just the weather, the energy. I feel like being a creative, it's not so like you see it all the time. Everyone around you, like you get an Uber and your Uber driver is an actor and he's crafting the script. Those are things like I dropped out of college in 2016. I was at Pitt for accounting. Couldn't stand it. I knew it wasn't my passion, and I moved to Los Angeles by myself for a little bit. But it was expensive, so that was the only reason I came back, really. But one day I'll be back there.
Well, I hope that you find your voice and find your passion and your dreams. It's always great just to follow your heart. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where can we find you online, Leila?
I'm on everything right now, like Spotify, iTunes, all of that. I have the first single for Attunement is out. It's called Principles. That's on all platforms. And then Enough is coming on June 19th, and that'll be the second single. And then the album, I have not set a date yet, but very soon.
Is there one platform you prefer, or
Yeah, I'm a Spotify fan myself.
Right on.
Because that's where I do like most of my like digging and stuff. So that's my favorite.
Yeah, I like Spotify. I love Bandcamp. I love
Bandcamp is awesome.
Yeah, Bandcamp is great, and yeah, it's the connectivity between everybody is wonderful. But I so appreciate you doing this. I can't thank you enough.
I appreciate the opportunity. This has been great.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure, and I wanted to meet you in person, but this is almost just as good, But like I said, once this madness is over, I want to check you out live and have you on the studio version with your band.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Right on. Thank you, Leila. And thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. You can check me out at HughShows.com. You could follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at HughShows. And always remember and never forget to support Pittsburgh music.
Yes.
Right on. Thank you, Leila.
Thank you.
Right on. My pleasure.
We have a way of explaining things to Hugh. Yeah, we have a way of explaining things to Hugh. Yeah, we have a way of explaining things to Hugh. Yeah, we have a way of explaining things to Hugh. Yeah, we have a way.